God is not a function of division. God is a function of unity. God does not have a name. It's associations that we hand to God from our own disassociations. First dimensional energy doesn't have a name. Um, so everybody's name that they have for God, they're all names for God, but they're not God's. They're ours. God also does not have genitals. God doesn't have genitals. God's not a he or a she. There's no function of dominance with God because God is all energy. So um, there's no father. The father is a disassociated function, and that's how we relate to it, and it brings us connection. But in the reality of the first dimensional energy, that's a single dimension of energy standing in infinity with that's fully conscious, that energy does not have a name. So there, God isn't on your side or another side. God is literally all things, all energy, all life, all concept, all consciousness. God is everything. So there is no he, God. God is more like a they. If you're gonna, if, associations, God is a they. They don't. They don't dictate functions as boys being better than girls or any of that kind of stuff. That God created male and female in their image. Genesis chapter 1. It doesn't say there's any domination. The domination comes in chapter 2 when man begins to fall out of the garden. And it comes from associations with God and calling God names and labeling things and associations, and that's a function of the fall, and it's a function of displaced energy, of our dysfunctional energy. So God does not have a gender. God is genderless, right? Otherwise, what would be it just makes no sense. It makes no sense for God to have genitals because they don't have to procreate. God is all energy, and God doesn't need any of that. All right. God bless.